Tell him! You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Straight out the Brooklyn basement. It's the God Mode Podcast. God Mode Podcast. God Mode Podcast. God Mode Podcast. God Mode Podcast.
Yeah. Welcome back. God Mode Podcast 175. Shit, I want to start off by saying, like, right off the bat, R.I.P. Fred the Godson. Fucked up. We lost some real bars. So, this fucking shit, it's crazy, man. But
another victim of the coronavirus.
And of course, the one who needs no introduction, Brooklyn Bob.
How many people died of the coronavirus already? What's up, everybody? 40,000 now in the United States.
Yeah, move that mic closer.
You can hear me good now or no?
No.
No?
No.
Right now?
Bring it up.
Oh,
Up, and now towards you.
right here is better.
More.
Right here.
Even more, a little bit.
What, are you blocking my whole face on the thing?
Huh? No.
Oh. How much more I need? This mic wasn't that close to me last time.
I don't care. I'm making it sound
Right?
better. Yeah.
Thing's right in my face, though.
Yeah.
That's
no,
all right. That's all
but
right.
no,
that's
it's
all right.
not.
That's all right. That's all right. Not on this video. That's good. So I'm saying, yeah, 40,000 died.
Not on this video.
A lot of people, huh?
Oh, God. There. Now you can move it even closer.
That's good enough, though. I don't have it right in front of my face.
I want the
I want to have
closer
my
the better.
beer. Look how far away you are from yours.
No. Because I'm going to move mine closer.
I'm not putting it right here like this, Boris.
Oh, this is good.
No, I'm not putting it like this. No, I'm not an idiot. Come on, bro. You can hear me fine right here, right now. I watched the videos. They're fine.
You lie.
No, I don't.
We actually need amplifiers.
We need guests.
We need amplifiers for the mics. Yes.
We need controversial guests.
Controversial? Fuck controversial.
That's what we
I
need.
hate controversial people. To
We
be
need
honest
people
with
that
you.
I don't agree with, and you do.
Nope. I need
Good show.
I need artists to
And we need
spit
alcohol,
bars
too.
on here. I don't give a fuck about
We need
no
alcohol.
controversy, bro. Give a fuck about Hollywood motherfuckers. Fuck that.
Not Hollywood people.
Fuck
It's
that.
everybody.
Fuck
Just
all of
scientists.
that. Nah.
Lot of
I want
shit.
to scientists. I'll have on here.
You want to just have people rapping all the time on here? Wouldn't
Not
work.
all. Not.
every
It
time.
would be nice.
I mean,
It'd be nice.
the majority of podcasts I see, they cover topics. They really don't have people singing all the time. Some of them do, but
Me,
not all the time.
I'm not the majority of podcasts. I just do my own thing.
Yeah, but the people
I make
want
the
what
shit
people
that
want.
makes me happy, and then I find the people that actually enjoy watching it, and therefore I can be myself. So
Yeah.
fuck that. Fuck that.
I want to build a fan base.
You
want
want to
the
be
views.
you want to be famous.
Not famous.
Cause I'm about to
No.
make it famous, so
Not
you can take
famous,
this
not
job
famous.
and you can shove it up your anus.
Just if I'm gonna do this, I want to do this
Yeah.
to make money too. I don't want
Yeah.
to do this to do just pride. Pride's good and all, but money's
see.
good too. Yeah.
You are money hungry, my friend.
Yes.
Good.
So it should be.
Good. But now when you have a podcast,
Yeah. So if we have somebody over here spitting bars, which they call it these days.
yeah, these days, yeah, since the '90s.
I mean, whatever. And they're gonna get a couple thousand views. We get some fucking.
1,000 million.
We get some fucking.
Yeah.
We get some fucking guy on here who's like talking about some interesting shit. I don't care if it's from fucking archaeology or it's about earthquakes
We're
or
gonna
volcanoes.
get good views too.
And-
I want to hear about that kind of stuff. This is good.
What?
Archaeology, scientists,
I got one for you.
in general, I'd love to listen to
got one
those.
for you.
I would love to listen to those people talk.
All right, I got one for you.
Hell yeah.
I watched it today. The watermarks on the what is that thing called again? In front of the pyramid, that big thing. What's it called again? The Sphinx. The Sphinx.
Sphinx,
Yeah,
Sphinx.
the Sphinx. Whatever the fuck they call it, I don't know. I can't pronounce
Where?
that shit.
In Egypt.
In Egypt, they're saying that's older than the pyramids.
It is.
And
We talked about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, people are arguing about it now. You know
People
why?
have been arguing about it for a while.
Yeah, I watched the actually the guy who did the this was a good podcast by Joe Rogan. The guy who did the podcast, he was talking about it or something like that, and it was amazing just to hear the shit. But they go by the watermarks. There's watermarks on the Sphinx, but there's no watermarks on the
Yep.
pyramids.
Yes.
So that's trying to say something. The watermarks are older than I don't know how many years they say.
A lot.
It's a lot. It's thousands of years older.
What's up, Charles?
What's up, Charles? What if the people that built the pyramids learned off other people? That makes sense.
We
They
talked about this in detail.
Yeah, but no, we didn't talk about the Sphinx stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I seen that today.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. There's a room under it that we can't get into. I want to get into that, but
Yeah, what is that room?
no one knows.
I heard about it.
No one knows, but we talked about it.
They won't allow them to do it, though. The Egyptian government or something like that. They're not allowing that shit.
I want to put Mortal Kombat on this shit.
No one's digging shit up in Egypt. No one's digging up shit without the government's approval. They ain't allowing that shit. Those pyramids are staying bye-bye. Ain't nobody doing nothing.
David, how old do you think the Illuminati is? You know, if the Sphinx is like that old, how old do you think the Illuminati is? I'm curious.
Illuminati, I think, goes back to like the European days when they created like societies and stuff. I think that's what I don't know what that's Illuminati, but that's when like those little cults started.
Like millions? You said millions of years? That's crazy.
Not millions.
Well,
I didn't say millions. Who said millions?
David.
Oh, David said millions of years. No, not millions of years. Maybe a couple hundred years ago, maybe.
Couple hundred?
Yeah.
That's it?
Maybe longer. Maybe religious days. Like, all these cults started with religion, pretty much, you know? Religious groups inside of them, you know? Religion controls everything. Well, they did. Now they're losing power. Technology's killing them.
Science.
It's true, though. Science proved them wrong on every front, almost, man. Remember, Boris, religion's going by a book that somebody wrote. Scientists are going by facts. So
I agree with you on that.
Eventually,
Oh, this is going to suck.
yeah, eventually people start to look and say, wait, you know, I got fucking 10,000 people saying this is what it is.
Right.
And I got some fucking guy in my church or my mosque or my synagogue saying,
Telling me it isn't.
exactly. Because if not, God will punish me.
Yeah. I understand your point. This is true.
Yeah. But, no, I think George Carlin had it right. Religion is the biggest bullshit story in history.
It's a way of controlling primitive people. But over the years, it developed deep moral meaning generation after generation. So, in a way, it's a code of ethics as well. And I can't say it's all bad.
No,
but
I agree with you on that.
You know, the creationism story, like we can chill with that. That's their, you know, enough of that.
Let's say the civilness in religion is great. Being civil, thou shalt not kill, don't steal, don't bang your neighbor, you know, shit like that.
Right.
That's cool, you know.
Right.
Don't bang your little friend's sister, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's cool. But the other parts about, like, when they get fanatic and shit is fucking unreal, you know, on all religions. Even in, what is it, in Asia? I think like those little small countries, like the Buddhist people,
Yeah.
they're killing everybody. They're crazy over there. Some fucking
Buddhists? No.
I think it's in Burma.
No.
What are they in Burma? What's their religion?
I don't know.
They,
But it ain't Buddhists.
That's not Buddhist?
I don't think so.
What are they in Burma? Something's going on in Burma. Like the government's like killing off a religion, and they're one religion. It's fucking pretty wild.
Been going on for a long time.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time though. But it's basically religion in a way they're fighting over.
Possibly.
Yo, religion causes all the problems in the world.
I'd say 80%.
Look at all the world wars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People trying to post that in cults, which are governments. Governments are cults.
Yeah.
in a sense, no.
Religions brainwash people, David says.
So do governments. Called TV.
Right. So they're almost the same thing then, aren't they?
You know who
A
started?
model of religion is the government.
You know who?
Just with different
you know who? One of the
sub-principles.
first, not the first, but one of the first people to do the propaganda with TV was Germany. They always showed the people that they were winning the war.
I
on
think
TV.
propaganda went on way before Germany.
I'm saying in TV. I'm saying
They must
TV
have done that shit in
propaganda.
Rome, son.
I'm saying TV propaganda. They didn't have TV back in the gladiator
Yo, they had
days.
guys who ran around fucking villages and told people shit. It was nuts, bro.
Yeah, it's called grab your sword,
Nuts.
put it to his wife's neck and say, you're now Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Missionaries.
Now, I'm talking about Rome.
Yeah, what Rome did is they sent missionaries around the world. And they sent to different
They sent
countries.
armies, son. They started conquering people.
No, they were smart. They actually went,
Rome shit.
at one point they were smart. They sent them to certain places and they went there like peaceful and they told them, we'll give you food, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, teach you how to build things and follow our religion, and boom, they took over into the, and then they robbed all their resources. Then they fucking murdered all of them.
One good thing. Oh shit. Excusez-moi. I got the fucking itch. No. One good thing about religions is it put people. It gave people morals. We have lost that now.
Yeah, religion gave people morals. That was great. That
Mm-hmm.
was great. Yeah, they just ran through villages and they raped people's wives and they fucking killed their children.
I think you think about the barbarians, man.
That was religion.
No, they weren't religious.
Yeah.
Barbarians? No. I don't think so. They were probably Celtic, like, kind of.
Well, that was,
But not like,
yeah,
not like
that's
Jesus
true.
Christ type shit.
Nah,
no.
they had their fucking, they had the Romans and the fucking Persians. They ran through fucking towns.
Different animals, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but they all killed for God.
Yeah.
When they told their
No,
military.
the Romans killed for fucking expansion and power. They were
I
smart.
mean, I'm saying, but the thing is, the argument is they use religion to do
They didn't
it.
use no argument. They just came in and said, "You serve Caesar? Yes
Nah,
and no,
nah.
motherfucker."
Yeah, but
And if you said no,
They slaughter your whole shit.
I'm saying, and you still serve Caesar.
Yeah, but the thing
Nah.
was, remember they had
Nah, they
hold
conquered, son.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
Remember they had crosses on their fucking uniforms for a reason.
Who had crosses?
The Romans, they had a cross on their uniform for a reason.
Think about the Knights Templar, son.
No. The Romans, the Romans, the Italy. The
They
Roman
weren't.
Empire.
They weren't that religious, bro. And they had many different gods. Their religion. It wasn't like, you know what I mean. Jesus Christ.
When
It was
they-
like the god of lightning
when
and
they
the god
told
of
their-
thunder, bro.
When they told their
So
when they told their soldiers to fight, when they had them in the fucking gathering in the fields, they basically told them, you know, you're doing this for God. That's how it all started off, bro. Religion. All the first wars were about religion, bro. Different religious groups killing each other off. That's all it was, man. What religion was more powerful than the other? That's all it was at the beginning. As time went on, yes, they got interested in land, money, you know, power,
Right.
you know, certain things, resources, you know, shipping. I mean, to this day, it's still going on. But I'm saying the beginning stages of it was over religion. When they told people to go out and give up your life, it was for God. And it's happening to this day. What do you think? You don't think American troops go over there who are Catholic? What do they do before they go to war? They have a priest.
like the Vikings and shit, man. The Vikings had their own Celtic code, but
Yeah, but they were a little different. They were like,
they conquered some shit.
you know who the Vikings were, right?
Fucking Celtics, fucking Irishmen, and fucking
No, the Irishmen weren't the Vikings. The Vikings settled in Ireland and like Scotland over there. Whatever
They came from the north.
They were called the nomads or something
They
like
came
that.
from the north.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I actually want to learn more about it, but they were called like the nomads or something like that. And they all settled there.
They were nomadic by boat.
Yeah.
Instead of like
That's what they
walking,
call
they
them?
just like that's my version of it.
I don't know the reason why they call them nomads.
Because they didn't live in one place. They just conquered your town, then they moved on, then they conquered another town, but they did
Yeah.
it by boat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That like
Alright.
that's why I say that. You know what I
But
mean?
were they from like
the north, somewhere the north?
I'm saying, but country with an end.
Netherlands,
Netherlands, no,
maybe.
they might have been Newfoundland.
Nordic people, man.
Yeah, but that's about all the
Yeah.
Irish and the Scottish. I think were from. Actually, all the Irish. Scottish are mostly like English. They're kind of close to English. You know, Scotland and England's connected. They're half and half.
Who that?
Scotland and England. It's one island. They've been fighting for fucking. Forget about it.
They don't like each other. This is true.
No, now they're cool.
Yeah, well, nah, they're never really gonna be
Let me
cool.
tell you something right now, straight up, bro. With the with Ireland, Scotland, and England, the Great Britain,
Yeah.
the fucking military.
Yeah.
Just those two islands right there. Some powerful shit over there, boy.
What do they got over there?
Military wise,
Yeah.
they're like a little small United States in Europe. They're
Like
pretty
how
fucking
small?
deep.
Like quarter or
No,
50
meaning
or 75?
if they wanted to, honestly, I think even to this day, if they wanted to, France would be a problem. But I think that England, Scotland, and Ireland could probably take over France and probably beat a couple of those countries in a war, get like at least halfway into Europe and conquer that, like Germany did. Remember,
Do
Germany.
what with it though?
I'm not saying they're gonna do it. I'm just saying they're a powerful little fucking force over there.
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you something. France, if Germany is guaranteed ally, Germany, France. Remember, even though Germany doesn't have their military anymore, Germans can fight. They proved it.
They chilling, drinking Jameson right now and Guinness beers. David said.
So, right now, if Germany, England, France, Ireland, Scotland, and like United States got together,
Yeah.
even Canada,
Right.
Brazil, these are some serious militaries, bro.
This is true.
If they got together
This is true.
and they want to,
If they got together, it'd be a good force.
if they are together. That's the whole problem, though. You know,
Problem for who?
for the East.
For the East. Who?
Well, the East, I'm saying right now, like Russia and China, they consider the West, Europe and America. And people see, everyone forgets one thing. They always talk about like if there's a war between China and Russia and like North Korea and Iran versus everybody else. they always forget about Canada and South America, the amount of troops, because America can supply everybody on these two continents
Right.
with a fucking AK-47, 20 grenades. They can supply each country with tanks. We can actually build and make money off of it. If all these countries got together and wanted to go over to Europe and start walking into China and fucking Russia, even from the Pacific Ocean, all these navies, in the Philippines still, and Guam and Taiwan, these countries would be dead. You're talking about 1 billion people coming at you with the top military equipment, surveillance, fucking drones, satellites, intelligence wins wars. I'm telling you right now, North America and South America will fuck up Russia and China. Russia wouldn't even fight. You know why? It wouldn't be worth it for them. If China decided to go to war with America, remember, when they fight America, it's not only the United States. It's also South America in a way. Because if anybody takes over the United States, South America's next. They know that. So countries like Brazil and other countries are going to have to be
You
allies.
just like talking about war.
Because right now it's what's going on in the world.
What's going on? With coronavirus is going on right now.
Yeah, but there's also wars going on. Also proxy wars. Yeah, proxy wars. Yes.
Hey, shit going on now. Believe me, they suspended most wars for this shit, bro. Talking about crazy.
What are you
this
talking
this
about?
is like Katrina, but for the whole fucking planet.
People say that, but
It's because it's true.
Yeah,
it's
but
fucking true.
I just told you earlier in the store.
It's not true.
It is true. Earlier in the store yesterday, there was a lot of tension between the U.S. and Iran. It almost popped off this close.
It's not gonna pop off. Not right now.
What I'm saying is it almost, which is scary.
No, it's not, because they're not idiots. They're not gonna pop off just because.
Yeah, but guess what, though? When a bunch of Iranian ships try to run into a United States destroyer and they're circling him, luckily they backed off.
Right.
Luckily, we were able to, but the thing is that yesterday, basically, the United States gave the order, if it happens again, shoot now. So the thing is, will Iran do it? Probably not. But the thing is, what if some jerk-off guy controlling one of these ships goes a little too close, and we blow one of them out of the fucking water? Is it going to happen? 90% chance not. But if it does, though, it pops off. I'm saying tensions are building up.
Biohazard wars, political wars, drug wars, etc. Davis said.
Yeah. Well, I believe that. I believe bio wars, chemical wars. I believe my opinion right now. I think the government's keeping it quiet. It's gonna be a big conspiracy. I think, like you said, I'm not gonna get into it again, but I think this was whatever happened to our country was intentionally done to Europe and America, the two best economies in the world, were hit really hard, and everybody else is fine. Russia's fine.
No,
China's
they're not. They're not fine. They're not fine. They're suffering from the trade war. What do you think we're trading right now? Everything stopped.
No.
Yo, they're suffering
See,
from
that's the
everything.
thing,
right
though.
now.
See, I'm talking about the coronavirus, talking about a trade war. I'm talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Pops. The
What I'm
coronavirus stopped everything. Stopped.
It
Dead
did.
cold.
It did. But guess what, though? If
What?
if the coronavirus would have killed 200 million Americans, and the coronavirus didn't kill anybody in China, it didn't kill that many people in
If?
Russia.
If
Listen, I'm lucky we caught it early. I think this was a. I think whoever fucking did this, whatever happened. Remember one thing, man. The past week, you have not only America, you got European countries. Actually, this happened the day after we had our debate. The European countries are accusing China of knowing about this disease and allowing it to go out of their country because they stopped all domestic flights. It's on record. All domestic flights stopped in China when they found out about this thing, but they allowed all international flights to go out. But they didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, we talked about this. You blame him. I know you.
I'm not blaming
It's the
them.
10%. I know.
No. The 10% was about if it was intentionally done or non-intentionally done. I believe it was 10% intentionally, 90% non-intentionally. But letting it go out is like I'm not putting a percentage on. I'm saying if listen, what better way to hurt a bunch of countries that are hurting you economically than to get them sick? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the street, one drug dealer right after the next. He gets locked up. He gets jammed up for a couple of months. You take over his business. I tell you, it's a good fucking strategy. Why fire a bullet? Why cause a nuclear war when you get the other country sick? And you can say sorry. You know what I'm saying? It was a mistake. Come on, this is the third or fourth fucking time it happened. You know what I'm saying, boys? We're not going to put a lid on it. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that there's going to come to a time. It's not going to be the government. It's going to be the fucking people of Europe. But tell you something. Don't fuck with Europe, bro. The people of Europe, bro. There's a couple of 100 million people there. You know what I'm saying, Boris? There's a lot of fucking people there, man. They get pissed off, bro. They start jumping in tanks and planes and shit, bro. They don't fuck with Europe, man. Europe has been through the worst wars ever, and they survived, you know what I'm saying? And became economic powerhouses right after. Europe has been blown up twice in the past fucking 100
And
years.
they came back.
All right? At the end of the day, I would look back and I would say, yo, Europe's very mad about this. And Europe is gonna retaliate economically against China, and America's gonna jump on the bandwagon because they're gonna have to, because we have more interest in fucking Europe making money off of them than China. We can do without China. We did without China for fucking a long time. China was just a cheap ass labor, but Europe, they buy a lot of our technology, military supplies. We do a lot of big business with them. It's a lot of fucking a lot of stock market, very huge with Europe. You know, listen, we can switch everything over. I'll tell you right now, this is going to turn into gold. Because the American people, see, there's a lot of politicians besides Trump. A lot of politicians for the past 30 years, even on the Democratic side, been complaining about all our work getting outsourced to other countries. And when this happened, we didn't have nobody really to help us, you know what I'm saying? We were fucking short things. We got lucky this time. I think after this, I think other countries making our shit, especially like factories, is going to stop. And I think the American people are only going to vote for politicians who are going to put a stop to that. So it's going to change politics. It's going to change the way of living in the United States. We might be a richer country now, you know, Boris? This might bring more jobs to us now. Because even people who own these companies might not be stupid enough to go build a factory somewhere in Ecuador, you know what I'm saying? Because of this reason, you know? I think it's going to benefit us. I think American companies are going to want to come back home now. But I'll tell you something right now, Boris, all the companies that had business in China, how much money they lost, Boris? Billions. The government's not bailing them out, Boris. You think so? What do you think?
My fault. What'd you say?
Do you think the government's going to bail out some of these companies for billions of dollars that they lost in China?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
gonna be
They'll
a-
do it. They'll do it with any excuse to do it. That's the problem.
Now, they know you're right. No, they will do it, but there's gonna be a certain they're gonna do it, but there's gonna be a certain demands from the United States. Like they might say, listen, we'll make you a deal. We'll bail out your fucking little Chinese factory. But you gotta bring it back to the United States. They might give them a tax break. They might give them some fucking little leeway to do certain things, maybe take some regulations off. But we have to get them back. I'm talking about pharmaceutical companies. And some of these pharmaceutical companies, they can't come back to America and say, oh man, we couldn't sell none of that Chinese medicine in the United States, and we need fucking money. If I was the president, I'd tell you, oh, the governor of that state, go fuck yourself. You're not getting $1 from us. You know what you're going to do? You're going to take your money, and you're going to build your own factory in the United States. Because if you want to build a medicine factory in China, go right ahead. Don't sell this shit to us. We're not buying it. And guess what? Whatever you sell out of the country, we're getting half the profits, and we're taxing you 30%. So you want to do 100%, we're going to tax you 30, and then from the profits, we're going to hit you on 50. Okay? So we're going to walk away with what? Fucking 65, 70%? They're not going to do it. How about this? You can't sell the product in our country. You can sell it to Europe. You can sell it to Canada. You can sell it to South America. You can't sell it to the United States to our citizens. We're going to have our own medicine company. But due to the fact that you're a citizen of America,
Right.
and you're building a factory there, you're going to pay us half the profits. 50% tax on all profits you make, and a 30% tax on the total. If they make $1 billion, they have to give the United States $300 million, and then on the $700 billion, they have to give us $350. So we get $650, you get $350.
You know, this is what I like about making music. It's not that complicated.
What do you think,
Billions
though?
and millions. I deal with hi-hats and... I like
What do you think about what the companies going out of America? You think you should fucking...
My fault.
You think you should tax them hard, right?
What?
That's the companies.
Tax who hard?
The companies out of America. Tax them hard, right? Hit them hard.
Well, you tax them. You tax them more than you would a citizen or a business that was operating within the U.S., yes.
Would you agree?
But not terribly.
No. Would you agree? Make it so fucking so terrible tax wise that they're forced to come back and hire the American worker back.
It's a double-edged sword.
Why?
because you don't want to go too much. You know what I'm saying? I would say scale it back 50%. Produce 50% in the U.S. and 50% abroad to keep the prices at a good average.
Wow.
You know, at a good average, because if you don't keep it at a good average, it's gonna hurt the everyday person.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want our factories out in China right now?
Which ones?
Any of them.
What do you mean?
Doesn't matter. Any of them. Medicine, cars, technology, cell phones.
It's cheaper.
clothes.
That's the only excuse I can give you.
Okay.
It's cheaper.
Well, you okay? You want that?
Am I okay with that? No.
Okay. So we can both agree that when they have a company and they're making...
But it's cheaper. That's why.
Yes. When they're making $100 billion a year out in America, and it's costing them like $5 billion to run the factory in China, and they make it $95 billion, and then they pay a fucking 10% tax on the $95 billion, the owner of the company's making a lot of money.
Yes.
So that's where I can honestly say, you get me on record right now, everyone's gonna love this. I'm gonna rip the shit out of, rip her apart in the future. This is where I can actually agree with AOC, is that she's right about that. If somebody makes billions of dollars in America and pays a lower tax, I'm okay with it, because they're hiring American people. Or at least hire. Even if they had an immigrant in America, hire that guy. Hire people on our borders. I don't mind hiring Canadians or Mexicans or even Ecuadorians. I'd rather hire the Americas than hire Asia. Why make the Asian continent stronger when we can make the American continent stronger? One thing about AOC is a smart idea. I like the fact that she wants to help out the countries next to us. I like the fact that she does want to bring immigrants here to make money. It's a good idea, because we do make money off of it. The question is, the way she wants to bring them is too easy. I have to make it difficult, like, record-wise. But I like her idea. She wants to benefit the Latino people. Yo, if anybody has a strong tie to the Latino people, it's America. We're next to them. They're our neighbors. We have to build up Mexico. I mean, militarily.
I'm with that.
I mean, economically.
Yeah.
Why can't Mexico be...
Skyscrapers in Mexico, baby.
Can I ask you a question?
At skyscrapers in Mexico.
How about this? If America has a choice to bring companies to a country...
Make America great again.
No, I'm saying, but how about this? I got a better
Dave.
half for you. How about make the Americas great again?
The
Both
Americas,
continents.
I'm with that. I like that.
Now-
I'll drink to that. Make
now,
the Americas.
how about this?
Make the Americas great again.
about
Americas.
No, but how about this, though? You have a country, believe it or not, like Mexico. We have our issues with them.
That
But
includes Canada, you know.
I know.
Americas.
But I'm saying Canada's like America. They're already a powerhouse. I'm saying Mexico.
But join all three.
I know. I love to do
Yo.
that. I mean, we are joining certain things. I'm
Yo.
saying Mexico's a powerhouse. I said, if I had a choice, who are we going to
The
build?
United Continent of
I-
the United States of America. What?
If I had a choice to build up a country and make them into a powerhouse economically and make them a friend, I would do it to Mexico. I would build up small countries like Ecuador and El Salvador and Colombia.
Move
Brazil's
down,
doing good.
son.
What I'm saying is, I would, if you want to attack anybody for being communist, you
Yeah.
know, or socialist, I would go after fucking Venezuela.
Okay.
I would stay out of the Middle East, and I would stay out of Asia business-wise. Let's keep America a democratic area, governments. Let's keep them financially fit. And let Asia, let Europe deal with that. Why are we going to give all our money and technology to a country, to a continent that wants to wipe us out?
Who's that, China?
The whole continent, Asia continent.
Dude, why do you think they want to wipe us out? I don't think they want to wipe us out. I think they got enough of their own issues to even worry about us.
Listen, they're building...
I think it's our paranoia that they want to knock us out.
They're building to be number one for a reason. And when they're number one, we're going to get screwed over. The dollar in the world is based on the Chinese dollar. You don't want that. See, America wants to be number two for some reason. I really feel that.
No, I don't think we're trying. I think it's just the way it's becoming.
How about this? When politicians for the past 30 years were selling, not only are the politicians selling our companies, because remember, when a company wants to go to China, they have to go through the government. There's a company on fire, McKerney or something like that. They're a company that actually they're promoting. They're like a middleman for going out of the country. They're actually telling companies, go to China. We'll get you a good deal over there. it's a cheap labor. They're one of those companies, like a firm, you know? And they're going after them now, saying, bro, you're telling all our big tech companies and our, even military, like, this is some serious shit. They're going to another country. I mean, you have a country who's writing a book about becoming the number one military power, number one economic power, which is China. And what they're saying is, we want to go to the Philippines and say, this is ours now. What are you going to do? That's what they want. Right now, we're doing that. And there's a company who's actually working with them, and China's paying them a lot of money just for the influence. Now, when a company wants to go to China, they have to go through the government. Some of these companies can't legally do it. So you know what happens? Some of these politicians make it possible for them because they call it lobbyists. So a company says, I'll make you a deal. I'll give your son a job. I'll give him fucking, $100,000 a month and, a $500,000 bonus a year. And then, whatever, I'll take care of your son. I'll get your daughter a job in my friend's company. Your family will make millions of dollars. Just fucking help me get over there, Just talk to your friend. Boom. Talk to your friend. He asks for a favor. Boom. Kid's going to Harvard. Everything's good. Guaranteed a good job with that company as an executive. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying it because it's him, but Joe Biden's son is still on the Chinese energy company to this day, still getting paid. They just talked about it. He admitted to it. He knows about it. He said, it's okay. It's legal. But why is any American citizen on any Chinese firm? I don't
Money.
Exactly. The problem is the Chinese.
Money.
Chinese, I give all the credit to the Chinese.
Yo, son, what about North Korea, son?
Hold on. One thing
North
about
Korea.
one thing.
That's the shit I could talk about.
Yeah, the thing is,
I could talk about North
thing
Korea.
is-
I've seen documentaries about North Korea, son. The motherfuckers are crazy
the
out
thing
there.
is, North Korea is not a threat to America economically.
No,
militarily.
not never.
And the politicians are not selling.
But it's like, it's like the last shogunate of the world. It's the last place where one
Yeah,
guy there's a shogun across the whole country. It's like a relic that we look at, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the politicians are not selling our companies to North Korea right now. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about politicians selling all our companies to China.
Right.
This is fucking scary. China can come here and go to New York City and find an owner of a building in Manhattan where, like Rockefeller Center, say, how much is this worth? I don't know the price. $2 billion. We'll give you $5 million. Want to sell now? Boom, they sell it.
It's the land of opportunity, baby.
No. When they go to an American car company or an American company, it could be technology, and say, hey, you want to come to China? Oh, yeah, we'll make you a deal. How much money are you making over here?
It's capitalism, bro.
No.
Capitalism destroys. I think you're talking about pure capitalism right there.
Hold on. No.
Cheap labor.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't finish my point. So
Finish your point.
I'm trying to. You just cut me off with capitalism. Capitalism is America. China's communism.
No, they're doing a capitalistic
All right,
thing.
so you know what?
All right,
I'm
go
not-
ahead.
You tell me what they do. What's their contract deal when they come to an American company? What's the first thing they tell the American company to come to
We
China?
have cheap labor.
No.
Come see us.
No.
Yes. We can do it faster. We can do it cheaper.
not in the contract.
Yes,
Not
that
in
is
the
in the
contract.
contract. That's the idea. That's why American companies work with them.
Can
You
I-
think they want to deal with China for any other reason except a cheaper
no.
product?
Why is China?
Yes.
Not the American company.
Every American
Hold
company.
on. Every.
Every.
Let me finish. 1 sec. Everybody knows the American company goes. Everybody in America knows that the reason why the American company goes to other countries is for cheap labor,
Right.
and to make more money.
Correct.
Stop right there.
Correct.
The questions I asked you was not that. What is China? What is it in it for China? Why does China want?
Money.
No. Why does China want these companies to come to China? What are they-
Money.
No, it's not
Yes.
money. You sure?
Yes.
So you've been watching the politics for the
Profit.
past 20 years.
It's profit. They want to see that profit come in. That's what they're doing.
So when China asks a tech company to come to China, it's about money to them.
Yes.
That's why they pay double for that company.
Yes.
No,
They want to have it.
it's not about that.
It's a business decision.
Can I tell you what it's about?
What is it about?
You know what the first thing in the contract are?
What is it?
Do you know how they steal our intellectual property?
What's the first thing in the contract?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask another question real fast. Do you know how they steal intellectual property?
I want to know.
Okay, they go to an American company, the tech company. They're fairly they're fairly small but fairly big in a way. They're not a big company, you know? They're working on a good technology. Could be GPS.
Right.
Could be anything.
Right.
They approach the company and say, hey, come to China. We'll give you fucking $500 million. And we want you to come to China. We're going to open up a factory. And we're going to, like you say, we're going to give you cheap labor. Because they know what the American company man wants. We'll give you cheap labor. And we'll give you good money. Come here and build the stuff in China, and we'll sell it in China, and we'll sell it to other countries, and we'll also produce for you to sell into your country. So you're going to get labor and sales in their country, because that's what they do when you go to their country. In order to come to our country, you have to give us half ownership of the company in China. Not America, in China. They most likely buy the company in America eventually. They have all the money in the world. Because when you're sitting in a room with 3 Chinese guys and 10 fucking CEOs, and we'll give you $100 million each, walk away, and it's only worth $5 million a share. I mean, $5 million each. You're taking that money and leaving because you're set for life. But China's doing it for a reason. It's called 3G, 2G, Google. It's called GPS. It's called all that stuff. They phone companies.
You're going to have to get more specific.
I'm getting more specific. When they tell a company that's similar to T-Mobile, because they don't have a cell phone business like that back in the day.
That shit is Huawei, and they're banned from the United States.
They're banned now after of years of abuse. After. 20 years of it. Okay?
They're still banned.
The reason why, because they found out
Yeah.
that, listen, I'm China, right? You're T-Mobile.
TikTok does the same thing. You know the new network TikTok?
Yeah.
They're required because they're owned by a Chinese company to sell, to give their stats on every user.
That's data.
Which is
Totally different.
And it's a big thing right now because they're required to. And a lot of people,
Right.
like TikTok took off in the U.S. right now. I have a TikTok account. I don't use it, but I have it.
but that's
and
totally-
it's crazy because they give the stats right back to China. They have to
know.
by law.
That's
by
data.
Chinese law, and that's crazy.
I
That's
know,
fucking crazy.
But I'm talking about basketball. That's talking about football. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, I'm talking about sports.
no, I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is that, okay, when they wrote that book about taking over and taking over companies and like economically, part of the plan was you approach company A and tell company A, this is the deal. We want in. We have a market for you in China. We have workers for you for cheap. We can help you build factories, and you'll pay less taxes in our country. So company A from the United States goes to China. They start working there. China says, we have half the company in China. We own half the technology. We have access to everything now. China learns the technology. Then they open up, what was that company you said before? Huawei or whatever? Then they open that company. They make them big. That company, while company A is working in China, that company comes to the United States and says, hey, we'll do things for cheaper. We have a technology now. Guess what? They build a Chinese telephone company. That company A goes out of business. China pays them off and says, hey, listen, I'll make you a deal. We'll buy the company from you. The company A merges with the Chinese company. And guess what? It's done all legally, internationally.
Yes.
And now they own the all technology. That's how they're stealing our intellectual property and our technologies. They're getting companies in America to come over there. They're buying into them. They're getting access to the
Getting
technology.
majority of them later.
They get half the access to technology. They give it to their military and their scientists and their
Because they're
whatever.
required to. That's what everybody who deals with China doesn't understand.
They're required
The
to, yes.
Chinese side will just do it.
No, the thing is part of the contract. China says if you want to come to China, hey Pepsi. I don't care if it's Pepsi. I don't care if it's fucking Facebook. I don't care what company it is. You want to come to China, even Google, you have to give us this, and that, technology-wise. And they fucking give it to them. Google was this close. And the United States stopped them. They were this close that they were going to go there. And they were going to work with China. Military. With certain technologies, military technologies. They were already working in the United States. And Google said, we're going to go over there because we have freedom. And that's when the U.S. stepped in and said, you think you have freedom. Guess what? All those drones, all the GPS systems, the satellites, all that stuff, it's not only Google, it's Silicon Valley. It's other companies branched off. But they were all thinking about, we're going to go to China and make a couple of $1 billion over there. We're just going to go there for a couple of months. We're going to train some people, show them some new technologies,
Right.
sell them some stuff,
Right.
give them ideas. And the government said, nope,
You ain't going over there, Jack.
nope. It was something to do with the drones. That's
Something kind of proprietary technology
What
United
got them
States did
caught?
not want them to know.
What got them caught was there was some kind of technology with the drones that we had. It was some kind of with the video and
What
stuff.
up, Tyler?
With the video and stuff. And United States put a stop to it right away. So it was United States. A lot of these companies, if they want to go over there, first of all, any technology companies should not allowed to go over there.
That's some monopolizing type
it's
shit.
not. It's our companies, bro.
But
It's
why?
our company.
But wait a minute. Well, you can't say there are companies because they have the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want across
No,
the globe.
you don't.
But when
No,
you say it's
no,
our
no,
companies, then
no.
you're
If a
being
company,
very like hoardy.
No, first of all, any company in America, who wants to do any kind of financial business with money out of the country has to go through Homeland Security, has to go through the United States government. They can't just freely go over to
So
Canada.
if this podcast got big enough and we'd want to do a show in Japan, we'd have to go through the United States government in order to make money over there?
If there's money-
Nah, son.
All right.
Nah, son.
Right. So I guess-
Back the fuck up on that. Nah, I
You're
can't.
talking about
I
a
can't agree with
podcast.
that though. I
Hold
can't
on,
agree
hold
with
on.
that though. It's a business. I
All right.
can't agree with that.
All right. So you're gonna tell me right now that the guy
Yeah.
who hold on, the guy
Yeah.
who okay, so hold on.
I like getting them fired up.
You're gonna tell me right now the guy who has the technology for the stealth bomber, who's working on it.
It's U.S. government. Lockheed Martin. Fuck out of here, bro.
But he can legally go over there then.
He can't do nothing.
No.
Nothing.
All right.
Because he signed papers beginning his employment that he can't do nothing. No, that's a different thing you're talking about. That's military secrets, Lockheed Martin. Crazy?
But I'm not talking about
Come on,
podcasts.
you're bugging.
Hold on, stop. Everyone has me misunderstood. I'm not talking about podcasts and Pepsi and Skittles and Snickers. I'm talking about companies with technology.
What kind?
Going from GPS to fucking drones to satellite to computer coding. Talking about fucking a lot of shit. Code breaking, cell phones.
Yeah.
The cell phone companies have technology that they learn and they give to the government to spy on people.
Yes.
Because they create it. They can't go to China and say, hey, China, fuck you, U.S. We made $50 billion last year. We're going to go to China and give them the same technology.
Can't do that.
We can't.
You sign papers.
You're not allowed to legally.
Correct.
Stop it.
Correct.
Fuck that. You're going to make billions of dollars in the United States and another country make them powerful? No.
God mode.
Things are going to change after all this shit. This has opened their eyes, not to the American businessman, and it actually opened the eyes to the politician, and it opened the eyes to the voter. Because the voters are pissed when they found out that 95% of our antibiotics are made in China, and China closed the fucking door and said, fuck you, we're using them first, in case we need them. When our ventilators are made over there, the people got pissed off. Now they're finding out what else is being made over there. It's not only masks, it's technology. And now people are saying, shit, this is not good. Politicians are going to start jumping on the bandwagon of the people. They're going to have to get voted back in. You're going to see laws change. You're going to see companies that make things in other countries are going to get nailed right now tax-wise. You know? You saw what happened with Harvard? Harvard says they didn't do it. Harvard applied for like fucking, I don't know, for stimulus money. They're going to give them like billions of dollars. Meanwhile, Harvard has like I don't know. I don't know exact number, but they have like $100-something billion in like the bank. And they were looking to borrow money to pay their faculty. And people are like, are you kidding me? It might cost you a couple of $1 million a year or whatever. Are you fucking joking me? That's like me having fucking $1 billion in the bank and saying, yo, where's my fucking $700 this week? That's a fucking, I should be going to jail for that. They're up, yo, there's a lot of, things have changed. When the people found out about that, you know what Harvard said? Oh, if they put the money in our account, we're just going to donate it to the coronavirus. But they weren't going to do it before people found out. A lot of colleges all started coming out after that. You know what? We're going to do our money too. Because all the colleges, the prestige colleges, were getting fucking, some were getting 10 million, some were getting 20 million.
Shit, yeah, them donations are anonymous, son.
No, not donations. This was money from the government, stimulus money. College is a business, bro. I don't think college is ever a school. It's a fucking business.
It's a business.
It's a business.
I agree.
And
I
you
totally
know,
agree with
you know who runs the colleges? The faculty. Because you know what's funny? There's a person there who's making $10 million. There's people there making $3 million a year who run the school. The person who runs Harvard's getting paid $3 million a year just to be the fucking top guy.
Right.
And who's he hire? He hires his friend. That money's coming out government money. Majority money's coming from the government. So they're in charge of the money. As long as they keep the money coming in, they can give themselves any kind of salary they want. They have control of the budget.
Yeah.
They're the president of the college.
Yeah.
Their wife's the fucking secretary. Their best friend and their cousins working as a fucking top fucking, science fucking program. It's all a clique. You got politicians saying, hey, listen, my daughter or son needs a job. He's into English writing. Oh, we'll give him a job in the English department making $300,000 a year. He'll just come by and give a speech once a year. That's how they do it. Guess what, though? Now they smartened up. College has got a lot of bad publicity lately with the First Amendment and the fucking Corona thing. Long story short, boom. They're getting hit right now. Now colleges are coming out and saying, no, we're going to get back the money right now. Oh, we're sorry. We're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, things are going to change. I think America's going to change for the better after this. It's just like 9/11.
I think so. I think we'll evolve.
And we'll be more
evolve into
united,
something
too.
better. Yes.
And be more united.
I think so. I hope so. That would be the better outcome for this situation, for us to be united after all it is. Yes.
I think so.
Fuck yeah, I'm for that.
I think more people are united. You know why? Because they're going to realize, not even the past couple of years, for the past 40 or 50 years, we gave the government too much power. They can shut our stores down now. Even though there's a right thing to do, what if they lie to us 6 months now? New disease came out, everyone shut down, get in your houses. It's not good. We need more.
You'd have to have numbers of deaths to prove it. So it's tougher than you
You're
think.
right, but that's where the media comes in. They can lie about it. They can spice shit up.
Yeah.
They always do.
If they're ever found wrong, though, they'll be fucking crucified.
Hey, listen.
Crucified.
Don't forget one thing, okay? America was caught doing a lot of fucked up shit just in order to get the people on deck. What was that thing with Cuba? Where America was going to purposely sink one of their own ships and say Cuba did it. So the American people get the public support and say, okay, go to war with Cuba now. Because the American people are the ones who are going to make the missiles for you. They're going to work for you, and they're going to sign up to fight for you. Understand?
Yeah.
That was during the Cold War. There was plans for the CIA. They were going to shoot down an American airliner and say the Cubans did it. The fucking military was going to do it. Shoot down a regular airliner. 200 people. Cubans killed 200 innocent Americans. You're going to have everybody in the country say, let's go to Cuba and take it over. And know what Cuba's going to be? It's going to be the next Hawaii, next Puerto Rico. Nothing but a military base. They were going to do that for a military base. They were going to sacrifice 200 Americans for a military base. They didn't do it because they found another way, which was the, what was it again? The fucking, the Bay of Pigs, where they used the rebels or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Americans just backed out and said, that's not a good idea. They didn't want to go to war with Russia at that time. Nuclear war wasn't worth it.
Not really.
No, Russia was still a powerhouse back then. Soviet Union. It wasn't even Russia, it was Soviet Union.
Okay.
But, yeah, like I said, the whole topic is...
Poor Fidel Castro, son, David said.
Yeah. The whole topic, just to end it good, is it's very simple. We were talking about, like, the whole, the coronavirus. I just think it's going to make the country stronger politically, economically, and it's going to make it more united.
More resilient.
I think people are going to... How about this? I honestly think... Let's be honest, the country is split in half between Democratic and Republic. Not even black and white anymore. It's more like Democratic and Republic. I think they're both going to come together and say, you know what? It doesn't matter who the leader is. We got to make the decisions. We can put anybody in power. Trump, Clinton. But we can stop them from making decisions. So all we have to do is show up at the front steps. The front door. It's true, though. When a couple of hundred Americans show up at the front door, people start talking. What should we do about this, right? It happened in Michigan. So it happened in Michigan.
What?
When they started closing everything down, people started showing up and saying, whoa. You know, you're not doing this, you're not doing that.
Right.
They were saying we're going to keep all the liquor stores open, but we're going to close down all these stores. Whoa. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, things are changing. People are starting to wake the fuck up right now, bro. The government got too much power, Boris. You know what's funny? You were telling me this a while ago, and I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And guys, you got me. I didn't agree with him. I used to argue with him all the time. And then when this Corona thing happened, I saw all the power the government got, and I said, you know what? Fuck, man. Some of the things Boris and Slavo I was debating them on, I wouldn't say I was wrong at that time. Because I didn't know any better. I didn't have the stats in front of me. But now that something went down, I said, whoa, Boris is right. The government can do whatever they want at any time. And so was Omar. My boy Omar always told me. I said, nah, the government can't shut things down. Fuck yeah, they did. I thought maybe at war. Shit
Easily,
like that.
Easily. They could shut down shit easily.
Yeah. Scary, though. Fucking scary, bro. They can come up with anything they want tomorrow. We're at risk for this or that. Shut it down, you know?
Right.
Yo. People lost a lot of money. Companies. Bro, China.
Shit, you ain't getting there.
If this is done by China intentionally, which I'm not saying it is, this is a hell of a fucking strike to start off with.
They struck the whole world.
I think
Big time.
I think China really got to the point, like Germany did one day, they really believe that, yo, we could fucking take over the world right now with our military and our but I think they're the next Germany. Listen, Boris, it's been a long time since the World War, man. I mean, the last World War was 1940.
Yeah, we're kind of due. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We're also due for Yellowstone. We're due for an asteroid.
No.
For a lot of things.
Let's not be due for those. If we're due for those,
But I'm saying we are due for them in a
seriously
way.
fucked. So let's let those. I'd like to not even. That's some serious shit.
We are due for them in a way, though. I personally believe. You know? Definitely due for it. But at that note, I'm thinking,
I think it's time for a cigarette.
cigarette break?
Yeah, I think so. But you got to give me. You can't just like hit me like that.
No. I figured I'd do it this time because you normally do it. I figured you were getting a little, earlier you hitting the mic thing, no?
What?
I thought you were going like that.
Nah.
Oh, my fault. I misunderstood you.
But you know what's gonna happen now? We're gonna have a cigarette break.